Hello guys, and welcome back to our flag-specific tactics for Domination. We are on Plaza. We are now on the A flag. We took care of B in the first part of this, and this is part 2 on the A flag. The A flag is, in my opinion, the stronger flag. It's got a little bit more cover than C, so there is some slight differences. They're not too bad, and it really comes down to where this thing's been positioned on both flags and some of the other stuff. They look fairly identical, but there's actually some pretty large-scale differences. So, first thing of note, on neither of these spots are you able to see the flag from the sniper area. As you can see, it is completely blocked off. So you have a building over here, which has a window and 2 doors that come out here on this, it looks like a travel shop of some sort. Then you have a exit right here. Ooh, weird frame drop there. And a window right here, and there is another exit over here, plus this window, this whole area right here, and of course, anyone passing through the jewelry store here can get to you on there. So, where did we end up going? Well, if we were attacking, say this is their home flag and I'm attacking it, and that spot is right on this corner. Sit right on this corner, and I've blocked off. Spawns tend to happen here, spawns tend to happen back here, and spawns tend to happen back there. So what I get from sitting on that corner is I make anybody coming out of here, I make anybody spawning have to come to me, and I can see them coming out of most of these doors. And a lot of people don't want to run down here simply because all of the action on the B flag. So this is a very exposed area. They'd have to cross through to come behind you. So really, I didn't mind it for that reason. It is very exposed and you really don't want it. So, the opposite of that. What am I going to do if I am retaking my home flag? Well, this flag actually, the reason I say that this flag is the stronger flag than C is because of this. And the positioning on this allows for a little bit more cover. So, and I'll show you that right now. You'll notice I can actually take this from here, which allows me to do that, but I can also take it from here, and that allows me to do this. And again, I should have my guys spawning back here. If your mini map shows you that there are teams all over this spot, then this is not a great idea, but otherwise you can get right here. You've blocked off one of the major entryways to you, and you can kind of cover this area, and as long as your guys are spawning back here and you know that, then you're okay. And that's a really good thing there. Otherwise, again, I would actually say, you know, back to this same spot, simply because you'll know, okay, I'm going to go here, and then they're going to have to look around. Because if they're coming out this way, they're going to see the flag, they're going to be like, okay, oh shit, there a guy is, and you've already, hopefully, killed him. So, you know, it just does make a slight difference in your approach, and the A flag is a little bit stronger, like I said, and that really comes down to a matter of, right there, if you know that your guys are spawning behind you, and you see your guys behind you, that way you can kind of pay attention to just this way. The thing about this is, if you see a guy, you can always just duck back and pillar back here. You're sure you're going to lose your time spent on the flag, but you can get back here and they don't have line of sight on you and he doesn't. And especially if you're crouching, you can kind of sit there and just take this area. And then again, if there's more than one guy, you can always duck back behind here and take it that way. So, A flag, like I said, kind of the stronger flag. Obviously, you can go through all these windows and everything, and that's, you know, there's a lot of paths. This is kind of the weaker path, I think, and I'm going to come back for the C flag, and I'm going to show you a couple of things, which I'm sure most people know about, but I figured I'd point out just in case. So, thank you for watching part 2. This has been Flag A, and one of the things on this one I did really quickly want to mention is another area where having your shock charge, and by the way, if you're on that corner, put your shock charge. If you're going to use shock charges here, just put it up there. And again, I can capture it here, and I'm far enough away that I don't get hit by it. But anybody coming out of this door will set it off and have it go off on them. And so if you use shock charges to help you out on these, if say you're doing back caps and stuff like that, like this, oftentimes, like I said early in the C video, put your shock charges up high. Don't put them down here because people look for them there. But if you put them up top, up in the air, above people's heads, if I'm running through this building, I really don't want to have to look up and be like, is there something up there? Because what I'm doing is, if I'm looking like that, is I'm letting you shoot me because I'm not looking at you. I have to recorrect every time. So most people will not be looking up. So again, I go back to the shock charges really are effective up top, placed up. But just make sure you place them just far enough away. So instead of putting them above the opening, put them above the other door. So that's a little bit of positioning on that one. And again, this has actually got a great spot. You can actually drop your trophy device if you have one and you're using it back here if you're getting grenaded, and it will actually go right through this thing and protect an area roughly the size of the flag cap zone. So otherwise, another place you can put them is you can actually toss them on these corners. And if they're not using engineer, you can toss them in the bushes here, and that works too. So smoke. I mean, you can kind of see this flag's so exposed. Even if you had smoke down, at some point during that, you're gonna get a hit marker, and it's just a matter of, oh, hit marker. You know, so on flags like these, smoke is not going to do you nearly as much good. And I kind of figured I'd mention the equipment usage on that one because these really open flags, Express is another one with really kind of open flags. Equipment usage on these really comes down to what am I going to achieve with it. And in the case of like shock charges up there, I'm achieving a little bit of safety. And if it was still up there, you'd note that I can still pick it up and run off with it. So I'm not losing the piece of equipment by throwing it up in the air either. So, once again, I probably said that already. This takes care of Flag A. I'll be back with Flag C here in a moment. And good luck out there, everyone, and have a great day, everyone.